Austin Butler to be in Green Arrow. Baz Luhrmann Elvis is currently in theaters, and Austin Butler, who plays the King of Rock, is being met with critical acclaim for his role. Now Butler is rumored to be entering the DC Extended Universe as Green Arrow. So, what do we know about Austin Butler as Green Arrow? Let's find out. Recently, a rumor circulated on the internet that Austin Butler will be playing Oliver Queen or Green Arrow in DC Universe's upcoming Black Canary film. Fans were excited to hear Butler would be playing Queen, but they were soon disappointed to learn that this was nothing but a rumor started by a fan who simply wanted Butler in the role. Although it was just a rumor, the idea fascinated a lot of people. After all, the Black Canary film has been confirmed by DC, and there is currently no one to play the Green Arrow role. Fans are excited after seeing Butler's amazing performance as Elvis and considering all the hard work and effort he's put in. His performance in the biopic was flawless. There were countless fans showing appreciations for Butler, with one fan who appeared to be a digital artist reimagined Butler as Green Arrow. The artist, who goes by the name Clemens.Inc., posted a portrait on Instagram and argued that Butler is the best choice for the DCEU's Green Arrow. The piece capitalized on those rumors by equipping the actor with a green signature, a domino mask, green armor, a bow, and an arrow. Instagram post. Now, many people believe Austin Butler is the best casting choice for Green Arrow, not just because of his physical appearance, but also because it is easy to picture him as the superhero. Somehow, the Instagram post just clicks perfectly. The post received over 1,000 likes on the first day with nearly 50 comments. Most comments praise the art piece, while others talk about how amazing it would be to see Butler cast in the role of Green Arrow. Now, these rumors didn't come out of nowhere. The most interesting thing about this rumor is about a coincidence which ties Austin to the DC Universe. Back in 2014, Butler starred in 3 episodes of the 3rd season of the show Arrow. In the show, Stephen Arnell played the titular role of Oliver Queen. Austin, meanwhile, had a minor role in the show and was quite unnoticeable. However, after this rumor of him playing Arrow in the Black Canary film, people could not help but notice how he was a part of the original show earlier as well. This might just be a small coincidence, but is a major source of gossip for fans. Multiverses do exist in the DCU and MCU. Butler playing the titular role can very much be possible. Even in the past, we have seen DC doubling up on superheroes on one film or series, such as The Flash, Superman, and multiple Batmans. So, even if we don't have official confirmations of this casting idea, it isn't hard to imagine it actually happening in a year or two, or perhaps even sooner. Austin seems to be working on several projects after his exploits with Elvis. For example, he will be playing the villain Fate Rotha in Dune's sequel, which is currently in production. Next, speaking of Warner Brothers, they have a pretty unconventional way of picking up actors for their superhero movies. Since we haven't heard anything about the Black Canary film casting yet, it's worth mentioning how Warner Brothers released one of the most popular and highest grossing film of the year this March. The casting process was very similar to how Austin was picked for Elvis. Robert Pattinson, who fans know primarily for his role in Twilight, was cast in Batman. The film focused on the Dark Knight and puts the hero on the back burner. It performed extremely well at the box office and was a major success among fans and critics alike. Most went on to claim his performance as Bruce Wayne was their favorite aspect about the film. Before the casting was announced, fans were told IG, a new face behind Batman, and they made similar casting, with a number of them even mentioned Robert across several social media platforms. This eventually ended up happening, and even though the hype probably wasn't the only reason, it raised the possibility of fans casting influencing studio decisions. This is one of the reasons why everyone is so hopeful that Austin will be cast as Green Arrow. Speaking of when the film is releasing, it is set to release sometime later next year. However, we don't know anything about it yet, but we will eventually. As for Butler, he has a bright future ahead of him. For the role of Elvis, he already beat some well-known names including singer Harry Styles. Butler worked incredibly hard to back the role. He practiced for 2 years to master Elvis's mannerism and life. After a lot of research, practice, and hard work, Butler managed to back the role. That's all for today's video. Hope you enjoyed watching this one.